Welcome back to the new video. In this one, I'm going to be talking through how I plan to now manage multiple trading accounts with all the new sort of changes that are happening in the prop firm industry, with Metatrader, MetaQuotes wanting to pull out on actually pulling out of most, funding companies. Not all, but most of them at the moment. It's probably only a matter of time realistically for a lot of them. A lot of them are now moving over to things like DXtrade, which, I don't have any experience with yet myself, but, having watched the videos from a lot of these companies on how it works and features and things like that, either way, it's different to a MetaTrader, meaning that it's not something I've used because I've always used MetaTrader for taking my trades. Same with CTrader. CTrader is different in terms of, well, I mean, is in terms of the platform is different, meaning that it's going to be different software to get to use. Again, I don't have really any experience using CTrader, just like I don't with DXTrader or DXTrade, meaning how am I now going to manage taking trades on multiple accounts across, multiple funding companies, DarwinX, personal accounts, all of these things. So my plan for it, to keep things as easy for myself as possible, is to continue using personal and a DarwinX accounts on MetaTrader, and any prop firm that allows MetaTrader, keep using MetaTrader for that. So using a trade copier between them, and then any other company that doesn't allow MetaTrader, using a CTrader account and then connecting up that CTrader account as a copied account. So I would have one main MetaTrader account, whichever you use doesn't really matter. I'll be using probably the DarwinX account. That's my main one, or my main personal account. It doesn't really matter. It's basically the same thing, right? They're both MetaTrader basically. So connecting up a MetaTrader one and then having all the accounts that get copied to being either MetaTrader if I can, or CTrader. The reason not DXTrade is because as it stands, DXTrade is not compatible with any trade copier that I've seen. I personally use Traders Connect at the moment, right? I'm not affiliated with them or anything like that. It's just the one I use. They do have a beta live now for copying to CTrader. As far as I'm aware, it works well, right? I've looked through all the details I can. I'll get all the updates. Seems to work well, right? It is obviously still in beta, which they have to say as kind of like for liability for them if it stops working. But it seems all good for me right now, so that's good. So I'm planning on continuing to use that to copy to CTrader accounts. As of yet, it does not have any copying capabilities to DXTrade. But regardless, as of right now, for example, just to use the funded trader as a sort of example, because it's one of the biggest funding companies, they do not allow trade copying on the DXTrade platform anyway. So, I haven't looked at every single prop firm, that'd be crazy, but this is one of the main ones. If they don't allow it, maybe it's not something that is really allowed loads yet anyway. And regardless, if the copy trading softwares aren't trading to and from DXTrade platforms anyway, it's going to be an absolute ball ache if you want to be taking trades on multiple accounts. You don't want to have, five MetaTraders up at, say, MetaTraders, five trading software, so MetaTrader, DXTrades, and CTraders. You don't want all of those up at once. It's going to be an absolute nightmare trying to take the same trade on all of them, especially because I don't trade with pendings and market execution, meaning there is a time I have to take a trade and click, so I don't want to have to be doing that across multiple platforms. So my plan now is to be using a MetaTrader account as my main, so either broker or DarwinX, and then copying those trades out to either MetaTrader or CTrader other accounts, not using the DXTrade as much as I can, purely for the reason that, I'm not overly enthusiastic about learning a new software. I'll do it if I need to, obviously. I'm not going to complain about that, but I would much rather just keep taking trades on the MetaTrader, know how it all works, so use the same trade managers, and then simply having those copied out onto other trade accounts, which are either MetaTrader or CTrader, because as I said, CTrader is now integrated with Traders Connect. That will be my plan. Right, so yeah, just wanted to sum that up. I thought it'd be useful because there's a lot of changes going on in the prop firm industry now. It looks like more and more are transitioning towards CTrader or DXTrade, or some of them even their own platforms, which, you know, Hopefully not all of them will do because that would make trade copies even more of an issue. But yeah, that's how I'm doing everything. Hope this video has been useful.